it's Joy, and today we're watching Ahsoka Season 1, Part 8, The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord. I literally was about to say wardrobe. This is the finale of Ahsoka. I still don't know if there's going to be a Season 2 or not. I hope there is. I feel like there's a lot of story to wrap up in one episode. I've really enjoyed this series though. I'm very excited to see how it all wraps up. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go.
The cargo transfer is complete.
Yeah, no.
Great mothers.
Also, I realized that I saw somewhere, one of the Great Mothers is Claudia Black, which is cool.
The gift of shadows.
She doesn't need a gift of shadows. You happy now?
The blade of Talcin.
Ooh, the gifts for her today. I'm very stressed with where this episode is gonna go.
No, that's not gonna work. Look.
Not going to work? What are you talking about?
Blade emitter's too narrow.
Now look here, I have been teaching younglings how to construct. Who taught you how to build a lightsaber anyway?
Kanan Jarrus.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
I had two of those. Kanan took the one, the other I held onto in case he ever needed it.
Oh,
That you should have it.
it is very proper.
Thank you, Huye.
Well done. Looks like you were a good student.
Hey, Sabine, Ahsoka ever teach you how to...
Sabine, you right?
Your family?
We're all lost, sadly. At the time, Ahsoka felt that if Sabine unlocked her potential, she would become dangerous.
Makes sense. Given everything Ahsoka witnessed with Anakin.
Your gamble paid off. So you know.
Mm-hmm.
I do. For years I've made my share of difficult choices.
Glad they're getting this conversation.
That's why. No matter what happens next, I'm going to be there for you.
Thank you, Ahsoka.
Trust in the Force.
Hey! Let's go! Just finished.
And danger is incoming.
Keep it up!
Mm-hmm.
Just get out of there! Go! Go!
On my signal!
Okay.
Now!
Sabine. Sabine. They disabled their ship regardless. Like, the Empire will see that as a victory, right? You okay, Sabine? Good.
May the Force be with you.
Is for the Empire,
There is no Empire, sir.
security of our galaxy.
Security or oppression? Under you, they look the same. Like, just because the New Republic isn't doing a good job doesn't mean it's not possible to do it in a not evil way.
He's taking this stuff. It wasn't safe to come here alone.
Well, you're not alone anymore.
Can we, if need be, recall the Purgils here somehow? Or they'll come by eventually and we'll be able to call to them. Though Ezra didn't manage that all the time he was here, but... Be ready, my loves. Some of these have been very close. I love watching them together. That was too easy. Oh Lord. Zombies? Just what we need. Oh, we know what the sacrifice they were talking about is. I mean, we technically could run ahead of them to get to Thrawn, right? I mean, them shooting us from behind wouldn't be that great, but... Behind you! Careful!
Nice moves.
She's been training.
What's your excuse?
I missed you.
You gotta move.
For the Empire.
Thought your loyalty was meant to be to the Night Sisters and not to the Empire, love. Yeah, but they're like, yeah, kill yourself for us, we don't care. You were only ever a pawn. Let's steal the next door and the next door and the next door then. Come on, Ahsoka. Oh my god. Where's old man Jedi and his apprentice? Sorry, he's not a Jedi, is he? You know what I mean? Brom Skull or whatever. Scroll. Jesus Christ. Literal weird zombie man. Force push him off the edge. Oh, she needs it now. Well done, Sabine. That's my team. Oh, my loves.
Too late.
You Yang in the ship?
I appreciate the
No,
confidence.
I pushed you first and you pulled me across.
Sabine.
Ezra. I can do this.
You have to trust each other. She's just so determined that he gets on that ship. He's landed, he's on the ship.
Come on, your turn. Sabine, no time. Come on.
Ahsoka wants you to go. You have to stop Thrawn, that's what matters. And Ahsoka's joining us too. Huyang's got, I can't say his droid's name, he's got to appear with the ship, right?
Your friends are dead,
They're not.
and you will die here.
Not alone.
She didn't go. I mean, I think Ahsoka would have been happy for Sabine to go, because they need to stop Thrawn first and foremost, but she's not leaving Ahsoka behind. Does that mean Ezra's on his own on Thrawn's ship? With her own blade too. Jesus Christ, where's Huyang in the ship? They need to catch up somehow and...
I am diverting all power to the engines. Now.
Please. They're gonna jump away, aren't they?
Regret we haven't met face to face.
He's just gloating.
This is where a Ronin such as you belongs.
Ooh.
Today victory is mine.
So there's a season 2. Yeah? There's no way we leave Sabine and Ahsoka here forever. We have to investigate whatever from Skola, whatever his name is. Obviously, he unfortunately won't be there to do it. But we'll have to investigate whatever that is, and that might be able to help us get home, right? Because we didn't see him in this episode. Or his apprentice, to know whether she was on the Empire ship or not. This is very sad. I mean, they're less alone than Ezra was. Could investigate whatever Brum Skull... that's not his name, I can't think of his actual name, brain fog. was doing, but I hate it right now because like all that trouble for Ezra, and yes, he's home. Technically, Ezra will survive being on Thrawn's ship through the travel and he'll get away, but like Sabine isn't with him. Do you sense whatever it is? Oh, there's your owl, yeah. Maybe you're meant to be here. So she's still here as well. This ending is a season 2 ending, right? Oh, that's a statue. Yep, he's there. It's sad we won't get to see the conclusion of his story. The reason why we won't get to see it is what's sad. But I imagine Ahsoka will investigate it instead. Can Ezra steal a ship and fly to safety, please? This is at least the build-up for a season 2, not like a future movie or something. So if this is just the end of a season 1, I can take it. Please be Ezra. I need one good thing. Even though then he has to say, yeah, we don't have Sabine or Ahsoka. That's Ezra in his little uniform he steals. Chopper knows. Chopper is like the puppy that recognises when his friend is home. Lost Sabine and Ahsoka temporarily, but he's home. Hug, please. I love that Chopper knew it was him. They'll get home. Otherwise it's too depressing.
Ezra's where he needs to be. And so are we.
I think the owl gave her some peace that this is the right path for them. So they... Because we're going to figure out whatever's going on here that old Mr. Man was worried about, and then we'll get home.
To move on.
To move on to figuring out our way home. You feel it too, right? Oh. I'm glad you're proud of her. Things could have gone a lot different if you'd made some different choices, Mr. Man. Okay, so I feel like I have mixed feelings about that finale, largely because it's left me feeling so desperately sad. You know, I have to believe that ending. That ending was written for a season 2. The ending wasn't written for it because I know Dave Filoni's doing some kind of movie and people keep speculating about whether it would be like Ahsoka and the Mandalorian, like who's going to be in this movie. But I feel like the way we've left this, there's obviously everything with like Thrawn being back in the main galaxy. He's gonna have to take some time building up whatever nonsense he needs to build up to be evil. Ezra will be able to tell Hera and the people that will actually listen, no, yeah, I hopped a ride on Thrawn's ship. He is back. He went to Dathomir and I stole this ship and came. And we know Purrgils do travel between the galaxies. Obviously, it isn't easy to summon one because Ezra, of all people, would have been able to summon one. But there are ways for them to make it. This place has some sort of spiritual force significance. Burham's skull, either they'll recast him or Ahsoka will simply follow the same path he is following. You know, we don't know what he was up to really. We kept waiting for that. That's surely a season 2 build-up. Because if they were to say, yeah, that's Ahsoka's path ended, I would be so upset. Like, yes, I wanted her to be able to move on from all the pain and the trauma and settle down, but somewhere where she could see her friends, see the people she cares about, not completely cut off and alone. And the same goes for Sabine. You know, for Hera, what will that be like, finding out that you've got one surrogate kid back, but you've lost the other one? Like, awful. It kind of takes some of the happiness of Ezra's return out of it for me, because Sabine isn't there to enjoy it too, and everyone else will be sad about how Sabine isn't there. Yeah. It's a lot. On the whole, I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed them working together. I enjoyed the way that they were able to draw on each other's strengths. You could really see that Sabine is starting to believe in herself and trust in the Force, and that's why it was coming good. I think the conversation she had with Ahsoka was incredibly important, and that's what she was able to really draw on going forward with everything that she did in this episode. I love seeing her and Ahsoka, yes, her and Ezra, and their kind of just the way they are with each other, because I missed that. And then that makes me sad because, like, who knows when they'll get to do that again. It was such a mixed emotions. I mean, Morgan Elsbeth, talk about some brainwashed porn. Alright, you're dead now. Was it worth it? You sent some people back to kill some people. Isn't that great? I have really enjoyed this show. It wasn't everything. It wasn't quite what I thought it would be, but I think that is often going to be the way you have such expectations for things. It, in a lot of ways, really felt like a slightly Ahsoka-centric Rebel season 5, 6, whatever season was next. So glad Ezra is home. So glad I got to see live action Chopper. I would have been happier had they all been onto one ship, or in a way, if they had all, if I would have just liked it if Ahsoka or Sabine had said something like, better start working on how we're getting home, because unlike Ezra, we have a ship, we have Hu Yang, we have multiple people, like, we're not alone with no resources. I like the idea of them both moving on from all the pain and the trauma they've lived through. You know, that the reason that she stopped training Sabine was because the fall of Mandalore, and thinking that she was doing it out of pain and loss, not, you know, it wouldn't have been healthy. I like the idea that they're both kind of healing from that they're both becoming healthier versions of themselves, and maybe taking some time out would be good for them. If Sabine could go and see her little nephew Jason and hang out with Ezra and, you know, be murdered by Chopper, like playfully murdered, like that would be nice. I also really want to see Zeb and Ezra reunite. That would be lovely to see at some point. So yeah, I really enjoyed this show. I enjoyed the characters. I loved seeing the Rebels characters brought to life, getting that conclusion on what happened with where Ezra and Thrawn went. But I am someone that doesn't like not happy endings, or endings that you kind of leave you like, oh, like the real world is full of enough, oh, without the TV shows we watch doing it. But so much of this felt like a season 2 ending. Like season 2 build up, sorry, not ending. So I have to be really hopeful about that. Probably I think part of why I'm feeling down is just because, like, personal things in my life right now aren't great in a couple of areas. So, like, I needed like a pick me up, and then this episode leaving me like, are Ahsoka and Sabine just gonna be stuck there forever? What wasn't really what my soul needed. But I have to believe that's built up for a season 2. And as much as like I'm feeling down, it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I just would really like there to be, you know, like when Merlin seasons would end and then it would come up, Merlin will return, and you'd like scream with happiness because you were going to get another season. I kind of needed Ahsoka will return season 2 coming, and then I would be like, okay, yeah, things aren't happy, but like that's okay. Ending of seasons often aren't. Regardless, I did really enjoy it. And I suppose even if there isn't an Ahsoka season 2, I have to believe they set up so much mystery on this planet of what it is that is calling to them, what it is that is drawing Skull, or whatever his name is. The fact that the apprentice girl stayed and didn't just hop back on the ship to go and take her power in Thrawn's empire or whatever. They are definitely going to revisit these plotlines, and hopefully an Ahsoka season 2. Very excited for that. I did enjoy this, even though it left me feeling a little bit sad. On the whole, it left me feeling very happy. Just the ending wasn't everything I hoped it would be, and that is okay. Like I said, there are personal things happening that have left me feeling a little sad anyway, that I'm kind of like, oh, okay. I did very much enjoy this show. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.